Hello, welcome to Beacon Creative Writing Academy. I have told you already that I am going to teach a new poem today, or I should say, this is my first poem I am going to teach you and explain it. The poem is by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Lord Tennyson was a Victorian poet, and he has written a large number of poems, and most of his poems were inspired by uh, his feelings of bereavement caused by the untimely and premature death of his friend Arthur Hallam. In, in this poem, the poet stands alone and observes the sea, and a series of thoughts come to his mind. The poem starts like this: Break, break, break on thy cold grey stones, O sea. Break, break, break on thy cold grey stones, O sea. You see, here the word cold and grey, they suggest something negative. Grey is the symbol of sorrow. So break, break, break. Who break and what is this? The sea waves lash the seashore, lash at the seashore, then they go back. They come, strike the seashore and go back. This is how they express their feelings. On thy cold grey stones, O sea, and I would that my tongue could utter the thoughts that arise in me. You see, the sea waves are able to strike the shore and express themselves. This is how they express their feelings. But the poet is not in a state of mind to express his own feelings. His feelings, they are so sad, so intense, he cannot express them. And that is why he says, and I would here indicates his wish that appears impossible. And I would that my tongue could utter. Utter means to give expression to the thoughts that arise in me. Many sad thoughts arise in him, but he is unable to give expression to them just as the sea waves do. The sea waves can express themselves, but he cannot express his own feelings. Then he observes some others here. Let us see. First he says, Oh, well, for the fisherman's boy that he shouts with his sister at play. The fisherman's boy, a fisherman's son, and his daughter are engaged at play. They are shouting, they express themselves. They are full of joy and happiness, and their joy and happiness offer a strong contrast to the poet's sad feelings and depressed mind. Oh, well, for the sailor lad that he sings in his boat on the bay. There is also a sailor lad, a boy who ferries passengers from one side to the other side. There is a sailor boy, or he could be one who is in the sea to catch fish or any other purpose. See the sailor. Oh well, for the sailor lad that he sings in his boat on the bay. The boat is on the bay, and the sailor lad is singing and expressing his feelings. His feelings are happy feelings, and he expresses them. But the poet cannot express his own feelings. And the stately ships go on to their haven under the hill. The stately ships, majestic looking ships, grand ships, go to their harbors or seaports under the hill, and there they will stay for some time, and after that they will come back. But what about the poet's friend Arthur Hallam, who died a premature death? He will never come back. That is why the poet says, But oh, for the touch of a vanished hand and the sound of a voice that is still. Vanished hand means hand that has disappeared. Oh, for the touch of a vanished hand and the sound of a voice that is still. Arthur Hallam's voice has been silent and still forever. It will never be heard again. So that is what the poet laments. And The stately ships which are going to their ports, they will come back and they remind him that his own friend will never come back and tap him on the shoulder or touch him. Nor can he hear the the voice of his friend. Break, break, break. At the foot of thy cracks there are stores, and the sea waves come and they lash at the shore. Break, break, break. At the foot of thy cracks. But the tender grace of a day, the tender beauty of a day, the delicate grace or beauty of a day, that is dead. Dead means that is gone, past, will never come back to me. Again, the poet refers to the sea waves that strike the cracks at the foot of the cracks. Cracks are stones, stiff stones, jagged stones. But the tender grace of a day that is dead will never come back to me. So, this poem consists of only 4 stanzas, and in these 4 stanzas, the poet tells us how he is unable to express his sad feelings. But in doing so, it seems he does succeed in conveying the intensity of what he feels at the loss of his friend. So, after this, I will give you some questions, the theme of the poem, the message of the poem, and what other questions can be formed, and above all, the critical appreciation of the poem also. Hi, everybody watching me. Myself C.R. Das or Chitranjan Das. You can call me CRD if you like. I have been teaching English for the last 25 or 30 years. I have been associated with many educational institutions and tutorials, but I love teaching English on one-to-one basis. How much you express and how much you understand, that matters to me a lot. I teach something and my topmost priority is your understanding. If I clear you off, I feel that I am fully satisfied. I feel satisfied. I feel very happy if you understand what I say. And let me tell you that I have been also writing for the last 30 years. I have published 8 books in English, both poetry and short stories, novels. If you give me a single sentence, I can give you a beautiful story. Or I can tell you how you can write good English. My supreme concern is writing flawless English and presentable English. Let there be English which contains no errors and which can impact your career, because you know language is a very powerful tool. Let us call it the most precious gift God has given us. You know, all the heroes of history were brilliant orators. They spoke magnificently, so they owned the hearts of the people. And so also, if you are a learner and if you can speak very powerfully, you can also lead others. You can impact others. How you speak matters a lot. And most of you know words. You can speak, but the way you speak, the way you choose your words, they are really very important. So let me see which ones of you are interested to listen to me and to give me an opportunity to teach you. I am a storyteller, I have told you already, and if you are also interested in writing poems and stories, I will be very happy to be associated with you. Thank you.